for electricity. Will that then say, okay, that it's not a useless movement, but we develop some purpose? Now my partners here, we have experts, and as a start, that's why we start here. About gamification, we are very happy to have a very great Japanese partner, a few great Japanese partners actually, but for me the heroes in gamification is the Superhuman Sports Society. And I'm very happy that, Ando, that you are here. You will have a talk tomorrow, but please tell us a little bit about gamification and movement.
So, I will talk more detail for tomorrow, but let's wrap up a little bit about what we are doing so far. Is there anyone who knows what the Dragon Ball is? It's kind of Japanese animation. Right, okay. We're supposed to create that one by using AR technology, for example. We, especially here in Japan, we have a lot of pop cultures, for example, manga and animation. Actually, I guess all of us has different superhuman image in our brain. We try to create or realize that kind of character by using technology and cultures. So currently, sometime we already broadcasted that sports called Hado in a TV show. In Hado, by using the AR technology, we actually can expel energy ball from our hands. Then please imagine if all of the player can expel the energy ball from your hands, what will we doing? Maybe we will shock each other. So it's gonna be kind of dodgeball-like game. Not only that, we also have a lot of robot-based animations or mangas, so we can also realize that kind of character by using the technology. And when we actually having that kind of superpower, actually we can call ourselves as a superhuman. Then if we become that kind of superhuman, maybe we will create a new sport that everyone can actually enjoy it. Because please imagine that if you can fly sky, maybe you doesn't need to use your legs. No? So in a sense, maybe by using the technology and enhance our physical activity, it's not very difficult to create a sport that everyone can enjoy. So sports for all is one of our ideas. It's one of our idea too.
Maybe better use this. It's easier to target. Just to ask, what do you think in terms of gamification? What can information technologies, digitalization offers? Why is that what is possible with using computers, digital technologies that was not possible before? What advantages do we have?
Yeah, so in aspect of ICT.
Yes. So, for gamification.
Right. For example, if I have my grandmother, then if I run 50 meters at the same time, maybe everyone can imagine what the result is. But if we use a data or digital technologies, we can create alternative person in the digital world. Then because it's digital, we can edit it. We can enhance my grandmother's artist ability also. At the time, actually, we can play that sports at the same time.
I think a very good example that people with different abilities, different physical level can still play the same guy, so the same game. So thank you so much, maybe come on later. The second one I want to focus is music. So I'm very happy to invite Tom Fritz here. Tom has created a solution that he's able also to demonstrate to you that you actually you don't dance to music, so music is stimulator and you dances, but it is still much more efficient to produce the music while doing exercise. Tom, show us how this works.
So then nothing happens, yeah? And I control the music with my movements. There's a mapping of my movement. what I do. Magically. And now I take another device in my hands and I play the trumpet with it. Now imagine giving this into the hands of children and then try to take it away from them later. That can be a challenge. So, my background is I come from neuroscience research, and we research music-evoked brain plasticity. That's the name of my group at the Max Planck Institute in Leipzig. And this intervention that we call JIMIN, this combination between jamming and gym, this has turned out to be the most effective innovation to achieve that patient groups of different kinds that we work together with different music feedback methods, they will actually achieve a very fast cognitive and physiological effects. And this is interventions that will be effective even with only 10 minutes of training. So what looks like just a lot of fun will have immediate, very interesting cognitive and physiological effects. Who's interested? I got all of them listed, and we got, of course, all these publications out on websites that you can also download.
Great, and Tom offered that tomorrow at lunchtime he will be up there so that all of you are interested in trying it out yourself. And it can be really immersive, I tell you, that you forget about that you're doing exercise, but you're creating music, then you can try it out and feel how it is. Thank you so much. Come back to you later. Then I don't have all of that. It's the purpose. I like to go back to the judo case. And the guy who helped me originate the old judo case is actually a very long time good friend of mine, Chigara Miyachi. I'm happy that you are here. He had been working at the Japanese Institute of Sports Science for many years, and now he's doing his best to take care of crazy people like me and help me getting innovation done. And I'm very grateful to you. Tell us a little bit how you got the idea of the judo case.
Yes. I'm a sports science researcher, but I'm also very interested in sports. And while I'm working at JSS, I'm only interested in top athlete improvement. But later I retired. I changed my subject to other people, older people, younger people, to motivate to sports. And when I look at that point, I have one student at Tsukuba University. Now he's working at Wakayama Prefecture, and he teaches judo from younger to older. And especially he teach older person to teach how to fall down, because the older person are very dangerous when he fall down and he break a leg or something. He makes him inactive, and it's very difficult to recover. So if you know the falling down technique, it helps very much. So he promotes older person to coming to his judo club and teach how to fall down, and it was very successful. He already did it more than 1 year. And he told me that more than 80 years old person, maybe you saw him falling down on the video when he was talking, and he become that time before he started to learn falling down activity. He was so inactive, but half year he trained with his gym. He became more active, not only for afraid of falling down, but he started walking more than 1 kilometer. It was not difficult when before he started. So his club were very interesting for activate all the person to doing, and also his project start, and he have the very good innovator for the mat, and it will be possible to do this falling down activity in outside. So it makes very interesting. The older person makes them go out and doing the activity, and it will be good model for makes older person more active, and also makes them safer. That falling down technique is based on judo ukemi, so it keeps their head safer and helps to become break their legs.
So that's
a project I'm working with him.
Thank you. So that's definitely a point of decreasing the barrier, so you don't need to join the club. And it will be interesting for me personally to see if this kind of connection of the judo, of the movement to the tradition, to the meaning for elderly people in Japan, if it makes a difference. So you are motivated because you do think this is part of my tradition. And we are experimenting with the motivators. That's why we are an innovation network. And that brings me to the topic of cooperation. Cooperation is also one means we like to try, where we definitely will need Ando's group, also because another advantage of digitalization is that people in different places, different countries can do physical activity together. That may certainly motivate people. There's another type of cooperation, as with TAFISA. Now Carrie is from TAFISA, and we are very proud that TAFISA is part of the network and of the project, but why is that so? Carrie, why do you join us, the crazy guys you are here with?
Very good question.
Now that you're thinking of it.
Yes, I think that listening to the other speakers today, to me that sums up exactly why TAFISA should be involved in a project like this. Because TAFISA, as the leading international Sport for All organisation, we're leading the Sport for All movement, and our job is to get absolutely everyone, everywhere, in every corner of the world active. And when we look at the statistics that have been presented in this session across the day today, we can see the costs to the environment, the health costs, the socio-cultural costs, and this is something that TAFISA cannot tackle in silo. This is why cooperations like this one and different approaches with different stakeholders is so imperative in order to get those that are currently not active, who are the hardest target group for us to get moving. This is why we must work together. And the speakers in the room today discussing, the creative, innovative ways of getting people moving. If we bring all these approaches together, then we really can turn those that are not active, active. For TAFISA, this is our #1 goal, and we realize that with our Mission 2030, for example, we've set these 12 themes and these 12 visions to reach in the next 11 years now, and we cannot achieve this alone. And also, right now, if we don't, there's an expression, if we don't roll with the punches will roll us. So as the world is getting more technological, more advanced and more creative, we need to move with it, and we need to be more innovative, and we need to be using technology to the best of its ability.
Oh, great, thank you. Now finally, there's the joyification, and don't be afraid that I ask you about the joyification. This is really a complex thing, and for all those interested, I'm happy to share the current state of research, but that would be a whole different, longer presentation to understand that. But now Nori Ito is from Dunlop, and Dunlop Sport is also part of our network. It's very proud. But why is that so? Why is this aspect of making people move more, why is that important for a company like Dunlop Sport? Please share your thoughts with us. Why does Dunlop Sport participate? What do you expect?
Why? I introduce myself a little. I participate in TAFISA project because we are managing a sports club called Dunlop Sports Club, about 50 facilities in Japan. And our customer is a sporter, about 80,000 people in Japan. And our program is increasing the customer, and we are very expecting more and more people moving active and coming to the Dunlop Sports Club. And we are willing to support your team to as an experimental center, and such as Tom's tool and technology and Ando-san's technology, and so I expect.
Yeah, thank you so much. So it's interesting that you understand that it's an issue we are addressing here that it's very interesting to resolve together in a whole complex setting. Now see the setting here, we have one professor from the Max Planck Institute who's at the same time an innovator. We have the Association for Sport for All. We have the director of the Superhuman, which is more one of the crazy scientists network, which I like so much, from Japan. We have a retired person with lots of networking competency helping us out, and we have a company, and we have more. We need to bring all the stakeholders together. This is one of the main messages. We are all interested in that topic. It's important for all of us to make people move more. It's not just something for the city government, something for the innovators, something for the companies. We need to join forces. That is the idea also of our innovation network. And I just suggest or recommend to you that you also go about as much of cooperations as necessary. You don't need to ask to beg for it, because it is something that is clear to everybody that it's a very important topic and important has to happen, and that everybody has an advantage with that. But now I want to give also the opportunity for the audience to ask questions to the panel. Are there any